You can make the most of your work experience by looking at ways to network with people you're working alongside and with and for, and you can build contacts for the future for possible work opportunities. You can also really get an idea of business structure and different industries, and get involved in a lot of different projects that you might not have been able to have a chance to learn more about. You can really get an overview of different things in business that you might not have been aware of. Once you've completed work experience, or while you're completing work experience, you can evaluate what you've learned and how you can take that forward. So maybe think about different areas you'd like to learn a bit more about, or think about which skills you've developed and how you'd like to move these forward, and areas you think you could do with a bit of improvement.
So what are the best ways for students to demonstrate to employers the range of skills they develop through work experience?
The best way to look at this is to think of examples when you've used certain skills. So prepare a few examples of, say, communication skills, when you've used teamwork, when you've used problem-solving skills, and you can prepare these using the STAR approach. So think of the situation you were in, the tasks you were supposed to undertake, the action that you did in the situation, and then the result. I'd prepare a few of these, thinking about all the different work experiences we've discussed, so all the different types, like any placements you've undertaken, part-time work, Saturday job, or even some project work you may have done at uni. Prepare a few examples for each in a few different contexts. It doesn't matter if the result maybe wasn't that great, as long as you demonstrated what you learnt and what you might do in another situation that's similar.
And finally, can you tell us how students can go about finding part-time jobs and placements?
Yeah, students should approach their careers service, they will be able to point them in the right direction. Also, there may be certain university recruitment agencies or job shop that might be helpful, might have some relevant vacancies. They can also use agencies, local agencies, for maybe a summer job, and at STEP we have a range of roles available, from short-term summer placements for students to longer-term year-out placements, and placements for graduates and permanent jobs. We have roles all over the country, all sorts of different disciplines, and we do have a focus in small to medium-sized companies, although we don't just specifically deal in roles in those kind of companies. An SME, a small to medium-sized enterprise, can be a good place to start your career, because you get an overview of a much more commercial focus compared to working in a really huge company where you may just be dealing with a small niche area. I think it can be a good chance to gain really relevant skills and a good overview of the business world.